G'day everyone, Scott here from FuelIn. Today's topic is body composition, that good old controversial topic. So I think first and foremost, let's discuss the difference between body composition and weight loss. So I think everyone or a lot of athletes are focused on losing weight, whereas, and I know that's where a lot of the controversy starts, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, you don't have to be a lighter athlete to be a high-performing athlete, and I would 100% agree with that. There's plenty of heavier athletes out there that are performing very, very well. I think when we get into the conversation around body composition, then we start to look at what does that mean in relation to health first and foremost, and then performance. So we know that when we're looking at body composition, there are certain factors that, or certain metrics that are going to apply more to the athlete in terms of health. And probably if those measures start to get into the optimal zone, then that athlete, whilst improving their health, is probably going to improve their performance. So three measures that we tend to look at when we're looking at body composition, and that measurement usually in the form of a DEXA. So like a full body x-ray, they'll give you a measure of your subcutaneous fat and also your visceral fat, the fat around the organs. So those measures are fat mass index, so this is the amount of fat mass you have in kilograms divided by your height squared. And this is a better measure for health as opposed to BMI, which is notoriously inaccurate for athletes. So fat mass index is going to provide you with a figure that, based on your age and your gender, it's going to put you in a category of either optimal or needs attention, or probably requires a lot more work. So that's probably the first one that we look at. The second one being your AG ratio, or android-gynoid ratio. So this is the amount, the android is the amount of fat mass in the midsection, and then the gynoid being around the hips. Men will actually have a slightly higher ratio than women. Women will tend to have a lower ratio in that optimal zone. And then the final metric that we'd probably be looking at is body fat percentage. And again, I know a lot of people are fixated on body fat percentage and thinking that lower is better, and it's not always the case. And I think for men, probably in the elite level, they are going to be in that sub 10%, but I certainly don't think they need to be going much less than sort of 8 to 10%. And we certainly see high-performing athletes in that 10 to 12% body fat as a male. I think for a recreational athlete, I think anywhere aiming between 15 and 20% is probably going to put you in an optimal zone. And for a female, that body fat percentage is always going to be a little bit higher. And again, I know that there will be women out there with very, very low body fat percentages, but that doesn't always translate necessarily to A, health, and B, into a high performance. So I think for an elite female athlete, they're probably going to be down into the 15s to 17% body fat, and for a recreational female athlete, anywhere between 20 and sort of 26% is going to be very healthy, and also very much aligned with that high performance. So look, body composition is one of those ones where I think everyone has their opinion on it. I think when we look at the data around visceral fat, so that's the fat around the organs, we know that a lower percentage of fat, or a lower amount of fat in that region, is going to confer a better quality of health for the individual. So I think first and foremost, that should be an overriding goal, to get that midsection fat down from a health perspective. And then I think really looking at your amount of lean mass, and can you manipulate that through off-season heavy weights training with a focus on hypertrophy and strength, and then taking that through to the rest of the season and making sure you're maintaining that body mass, or that lean mass, whilst at the same time keeping fat mass down. So look, hopefully that has helped a little bit in relation to certain metrics you can look at in relation to body composition, and just know that weight loss isn't always the answer. It's certainly more about body composition, getting that optimal ratio between your fat mass and your lean mass. Anyway, have a good day. I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions and plenty of comments, so keep them coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.